Tonight, I'm going to tackle the topic of flexible dieting. Flexible dieting is a buzzword that was coined to refer to the ideology of eating a cheat meal or a junk food meal every single day, or almost every single day, so long as it falls under the umbrella of your assigned macronutrients. Now, the demographic that conjured up this term, they weren't experts and they weren't gurus and they weren't people that have been in the industry for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, 15 years, or 10 years. They were youngsters. Kids in their 20s and late teens. And the reason kids love flexible dieting so much is because it works for them. You see, when you're young and you're a newbie, anything will work for you. Ask anybody, mid-30s and up, and they'll tell you right now that the game changes when you get older. And they'll also tell you that when they were late teens and in their 20s, that they could eat junk food every day too. They could eat junk food and they could do things back then and still be successful that doesn't work for them now. When you get older, and once you cross that mid-30s barrier, the game changes. It's no longer checkers. It's a game of chess. Think about this for a minute. If you had a 47-year-old woman with type 2 diabetes, and she ate a bowl of ice cream every day, even if it's within her macronutrients, could she ever consistently follow that? Would she ever consistently reach her fat loss goals and lose her body fat? Or take, for example, a 32-year-old woman with 2 kids that's 33% body fat. Can you imagine a woman like that trying to get down to 22% body fat, eating a bowl of Fruit Loops every day? Guys, I'm telling you right now, Hollywood screenwriters couldn't think of something this dysfunctional. You know what? Back when I was 26, age 24, age 22, me and my cronies, we would have a big gutbuster cheat meal once a week. Heck, I'd even have a junk food snack every other day or every third day. It's the exact same thing people are doing now with this whole flexible dieting thing. The only difference is the name. The only difference is the lingo being used. You see, the term flexible dieting is very progressive. And people think by using that term, the youngsters think that if they use that term, they'll be painted as a progressive intellectual. And make no mistake about it, himself or herself will use every opportunity they can to push that agenda. You know, of the hundreds of people that I've worked with, whether it's face-to-face or whether it's online, I can tell you right now, when they come to me for the first time, the biggest thing, the biggest culprit that has prevented people from reaching their fat loss and weight loss goals, it's not knowing the right foods to eat, although they don't know the right foods to eat. It's not discipline, although they do lack discipline. The number one culprit are emotions. You see, when you're emotionally unfulfilled in life, you're going to have an emotional void or an emotional gap in your life. And the number one thing that people use to fill that void is food. And not just any food, sugary, sweet treats. And the problem starts is when you eat a sugary, sweet treat, you're going to have an endorphin rush. You're going to have a feel-good sensation. You're going to have a chemical high. And that chemical high will temporarily fill the void in your emotions. It will fill your emotional gap temporarily. But the problem is it feels good. It feels good to have that. And people don't want to stop at one brownie or at one bowl of Fruity Pebbles. They want to eat more and they want to eat more, and it becomes a very vicious cycle. You know, anytime you cross the line of compromise, it's very difficult to turn back. WetWolfTraining.com, signing out.